And we're live, it seems. Let me get a pop out chat.
Make sure to hit go live on YouTube.
Wait, no, I don't have to do that. I just have to do it on OBS. Oh, fucking YouTube chat is weird. What the hell's going on here? Oh, it did something. Anyways, it seems to be running. It says 0 people watching, but there's clearly people watching. So, yeah. So can you guys tell me if the audio is alright? Anyone in the chat, just give me the tiny weeny bit of feedback that I want. You guys are gonna hear a cat meowing in the background. Please ignore him, my poor little buddy over there. He can't come in now. We're streaming. Feels bad. So yeah. You guys can hear me? I hope so. So, I'm just gonna start by saying we're joined here by Troubleshooting. I think it's like pretty much the main artist behind Sonic Freedom. And
That's right.
that's gonna be the first game we're playing today. And he's gonna be joining us for the playthrough. Now, if you wanna just state anything on Sonic Freedom that you wanna say, like what it is about or whatever, I'll leave that up to you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we'll have plenty to talk about as you play. I think if people in the chat aren't familiar with the game, it's just my attempt to make my dream Sonic fan game, basically, with hand-drawn visuals based on the animes of Sonic from the 90s. So, yeah, it's kind of what I'm known for. So I figured, I might as well make that dream come true.
Yep, that's him. So I'm already getting the game set up and everything. And I should be starting the playthrough soon. Just in case anyone here just doesn't know, this is Hedge Camp. It's like a mini Sage. And if you don't know what Sage is, people post their games on it. And people can play through them, review them, do whatever they want with them. It's basically an expo. But I specifically call it Hedge Camp because it's supposed to be a training camp. As in, I stream every game that is posted in it, and I give some feedback and some criticism on it because it's the whole main point of the event. So let's go. Let's start with Sonic Freedom.
Wait. Oh. Are you able to re-download it right now?
Did you guys just fix a glitch?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I re-downloaded
it. Yeah, just re-download the Google Drive.
Just re-download the Google Drive?
Yep.
Okay, let me just delete the current one.
Cool. You're the man. Thanks.
No problem.
I want you to play the best possible version of it. Like, it's my treat to you.
Fixing games until the very last second, yeah.
Let's put it this way. It's an early access demo. Literally.
It's the alpha of an alpha of an alpha of an alpha.
Yes.
So what should we expect in this demo?
So what you can expect in this demo, mainly just showcasing the visuals, basic gameplay that we want to happen. There's no parkour in this yet, but it is planned for the final release.
All right.
You're just going to be running around collecting rings. Badniks are very simple. They kind of just move up and down. But the reason they're implemented mainly is to show off the bullet dash mechanics. They can reset on kill. It resets when you destroy a badnik or a box or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of probably the funnest thing about the game is the bullet dash, because it's just so unique for a Sonic game, but a lot of other platformers have a lot of aerial maneuvers, or I guess Metroidvanias have a lot of aerial maneuvers that make the game extra fun. So,
true.
But yeah, you're just going to run around, collect rings, and then the ultimate goal is to find the hidden Chaos Emerald shard in the level. So once you find that, you beat the demo. So.
All right. The fuck? Wait, it ain't showing up correctly.
It's not.
No. Let me use game capture instead. Sonic Freedom. The fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. For some reason, the aspect ratio is a little weird. I'm pretty sure I put 720. Oh, you guys are gonna have to deal with some small black bars on the border. That's about it. So, someone saying Ashley White said, "Are those entries private because your feedback is better than ours?" No, they're private because the people that are posting them think that they're not ready for public use yet, but they still want the feedback. So
Right.
that's all that there is to it. Triple Jazz is here with me because he specifically asked to be here with me, and if you want to do that, you could do that just by contacting me. I just don't have none of that stated on the site. Hedge Camp is just a little event that I run. It's nothing too professional. It's just something really simple for feedback and the sake of learning. So let's go. Let's play Sonic Freedom. Just be aware.
Is there menu music? Like, just
Nope.
curious.
Ooh, the character is just moving to the right. Okay. There might be a plethora of reasons why that is happening. Let me troubleshoot that. Alright. Still doing it. So there's a lot of issues with the default Unity controller support that I'm very much aware of. So one thing that did happen in Hedge Physics and Spark 2 is that the character would sometimes just move to the right without any input, or just move towards one direction. Or the camera would do that instead. All you gotta do is just unplug one of your controllers. Just unplug, because in this case I have an Xbox 360 and a PS4 plugged at the same time. I unplugged the PS4 and everything worked just fine.
Huh.
Alright. So here we are. I'm going to blue ball people a lot in the audience, all you guys watching. Be aware that I like just experimenting in one area of the game for quite a long time. So you guys might... Oh my god. Oh, the stream went red for a little bit, so my internet died for a second. But basically, what I do is that I experiment in the early areas a little too much. Let me try to full screen the game. Hopefully the OBS still works with the game full screen. Oh my god, it just shows up a small little window. Ah, are you kidding?
Hey, Lake, what is your what's your Twitter?
Lake Shepherd.
Is it?
Yes. I'm gonna restart the game again, but I'm gonna start it in full screen because here's the first thing I'm noticing. The game looks like it is meant for full screen. Sonic is very small on the screen, and of course there's a reason for that. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, especially with pixel art games, is that they were meant for smaller screens. The screens of the past. I mean, they weren't as big, I guess, as TV nowadays. They were pretty big, but they were not as big. Now, when I full screen the game, big as it is on my monitor, it looks far better. But Sonic still looks a little small. And of course, OBS likes to do its thing. And now the game's didn't even show up. God damn it! This is amazing. You guys might have to deal with this. Because I am playing on full screen. But anyways, let's play it.
Like you said, not a professional setup here. We're just passionate creators.
So one thing that I'm already noticing, and it's a little problem with the character animation, movement, and things like that. So in the original classic Sonic games, and I think even Mario did this. No, I'm pretty sure Mario didn't do it. But if you jump and you press the opposite direction, the only visual feedback that you have that you're actually stopping and turning to the other direction is by waiting a little bit to see if Sonic is actually slowing down. In the original classic Sonic games, the sprite itself just changed to whatever direction you're pointing the direction towards. So, like, you could moonwalk. I could just go forward, press left, and suddenly Sonic would moonwalk until he stopped. In my honest opinion, that was a very good call on their part. Simply because it just gave you that instant feedback, like, okay, I'm turning, and it worked. In this case, that doesn't do that, and it's a little weird, at least to me.
Oh. Okay.
Now on the screen scale thing, I do think it might be best to zoom in a little bit on Sonic. I feel like he is a little too small.
Okay.
I noticed that his ball sprite also aligns with the surface. That may or may not be a bad thing. Because in the original games it doesn't do that. And I noticed that the Fang games that do that, the 2D ones, it's quite the bad idea, but in this case it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure there's a system in place where Sonic loses control if he can't go up on a slope for too long. I think that the duration at which he uses control is a little too long. Cause like over here, I'm just holding left. I'm just holding left, and he just can't go up the slope, so he loses control a little bit. In this case, he also faces the other way. What I think the original creators of Sonic were intending it to be was that Sonic was trying his best to climb the slope, but can't. So in Generations, for example, when Sonic does that, you see that his running speed becomes faster as if it's slipping on the ground, and he still faces the direction of the slope, or the direction that you're pointing at, kind of making Sonic seem as if it's slipping. In this case over here, none of that is present, and it just feels like control is taken away from the player without any justification for it. There's also a little bit of weird behavior there.
The slope issue is something we've been toying around with quite a bit, because mathematically it all makes sense, but it is really frustrating to play. But obviously I have like developer mindset, so I'm super familiar with like how everything controls. So I typically just avoid like trying to walk up slopes and stuff, but it's definitely a problem we need to address before it goes public. There are some things where I'm like, okay, well, we'll worry about it after this demo, kind of a thing.
Simple suggestion on the peel out. Maybe if you hold, like, I don't know exactly when the peel out reaches its maximum charge.
Basically when the sound like stops. I don't know if you have sound enabled.
I do. People should be able to hear the game too. But I do think that maybe my connection seems fine. I don't know. I'm trying to look at the chat, but basically the peel out animation, I feel like it should start slow, or basically at its current speed right now, so the speed that you see at the screen while I'm doing it, and then it should get a little faster. Like it should get to its max speed whenever you reach the maximum PLR charge.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that actually makes sense.
It should go really fast.
Yeah, he should like start. His feet should start slowly.
No. Basically, the animation maintains at the current speed that it is right now until it's max, and when it's max, you double the speed of the animation, or you triple it.
Yeah.
So this is the mechanic. It's definitely interesting. There is a little bit of a wind up though. Does charging it improve it in any way?
Yes. So the only visual indicator we have right now is that the arrow that indicates your direction will fade out. I'm going to have Marmito change that, hopefully. Yeah. Because I want it to either like sparkle or like something when you're at max. It basically has like a 1.5 second wind up time. And
so
then
you have to time it.
Yeah, so there's like a charge, and then you have half a second to release it before it goes away. So, yeah.
Oh, interesting. You can press the button to go back from ball to going back from regular Sonic to ball. Maybe there could be a suggestion there. I mean, maybe there could be some differences between falling as a ball or falling as regular Sonic. I don't know exactly what though.
So the main purpose for curling and uncurling won't matter until parkour is implemented. Like you'll be able to parkour when you're uncurled, but you can't in ball form. So it's kind of not necessary at the moment.
I was gonna suggest that you fall faster while uncurled, but you move forward faster when you're spinning. Have you seen those videos where people throw big balls while spinning?
No.
But basically, there's this effect that happened. Forgot, it's called the Mager's effect or something like that, which means that like, if a ball is spinning, the air around it does a thing where it pretty much makes the ball move forward or something like that. Maybe you guys could take advantage of that. It's just a suggestion, of course. It doesn't really matter too much.
Okay. Oh.
I guess for the parkour thing. I mean, it is added complexity, and maybe you guys won't want that.
Yeah, I don't know how mechanical heavy I want the game, but because I don't want it to be like Sonic QWOP, you know, where you're like controlling all aspects of Sonic, and there's just so much control over him, it just kind of becomes hard to play. But it is an interesting suggestion. I think everything will kind of come together once you can parkour.
There is a, I'm sure. Oh, I'm trying to experiment with it. Oh, so I thought you lost power if you held it for too long, but I guess not.
No, he'll just drop out of it basically if you hold it too long. See.
Yeah. Maybe have him slowly fall to the ground as this thing happens, because it feels pretty mechanical currently. As in, because like you can like instantly change your direction and things like that. Feels a little artificial maybe. So maybe have him like slowly fall to the ground, as in like Sonic's trying to maintain his altitude through his spin somehow.
Yes. So I already talked to Marmita about this, like being able to basically like run at peel out speed and then instantly change direction with bullet dash. I told him he needs to like slow down to a halt basically in the air. When we did that, Sonic ended up breaking a ton of collision. He could just move through any wall. So I was like, let's not worry about that right now. And
yeah, also another thing is that when Sonic starts his thing, instead of stopping, he should just like slowly slow down, I guess, maybe?
Yes, no, that's what I was just saying. We did that, and Sonic would just like fly through walls, like he just broke collision. I'm not sure why exactly, but
really, didn't
I don't know.
Fix that, because it's weird that it's doing that.
Yeah, so
just multiply the speed by like 0.999, and then it'll slowly come to a crawl. It's pretty much like dividing by 2 or something. No, dividing by 1.1, something like that.
Yeah, you know, man, just fix your broken game, you know.
Yeah.
Just like fix it.
Okay, so you do get your charge back whenever you hit an enemy.
Yeah.
It would be cool if you guys had more indication of that though. Like whenever you hit the enemy, if you have not used your thing, then nothing happens. But if you have used the thing, or whatever this thing is, what it's called, a spin charge.
Bullet dash, yeah.
Bullet dash. Okay. If I've used the bullet dash, then like there's a Sonic glows for a little bit, and there's a something kind of sound effect.
Yeah, a lot of visual feedback needs to be implemented for both spin dash and bullet dash heal out. So
I do think Sonic needs a little bit more strength to climb slopes, because man, it seems like he's a tank.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. But yeah, I think Marmito is watching the stream, so he and I are both going to take a look at that. Because even that slope in like a regular Sonic game, I think we should make it up. So
there needs to be a distinction between climbing and going down. You can use the dot product for that. And then you can set a like a downhill multiplier and an uphill multiplier. I just don't know how